morning. Good morning to everyone. My name is Suresh K, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department in Government Polytechnic, Jogipe. Let's start our class today. We discuss about remaining of milling operations. In last class, we discussed about what are the milling cutters are there, and as well as types of operations. So nearly we have a types of operations, at the same time types of cutters. We have some different type of milling cutters are there, at the same time types of milling operations. So mainly cutters are using for the to making of different types of operations. In milling, maximally number of cutters based on cutters, the different type of shapes of workpieces can be produced. So in this connection, we have types of milling cutters: plain milling cutters, light duty plain milling cutters, heavy duty milling cutters, helical plane type of milling cutters. In last class, side milling cutters and half side milling, so staggered teeth, interlocking, right? These are the plain metal slitting saws. At the same time, side teeth slitting saws. So there are different type of cutters are there, like side teeth slitting cutter and angle milling cutters also there. These are the types of cutters. Again, next one is the single angle, double angle also. These are the different type of cutters are provided in this connection. And we have types of, again one type is shank type of cutters, end mill type of cutters, slot milling, slot drill, wood rough key, fly cutters, so convex type of concave. So we have nearly 14-15 types of cutters are provided for the to providing to manufacturing of to producing of different products and milling machines. At the same continuation, we have different type of milling operations are there. So already we discussed three or two types of milling cutters. First one is the planar slab type of milling machine. Second one is the face milling. And now today we discuss about straddle milling. And before, once again, just reminding plain milling. Next one, side milling, face milling. In plain operation, we can produce flat surfaces. We can produce, so maximum amount of workpiece will be provided for the maximum amount of maximum amount of workpiece produced, maximum flat surface can be produced. So these are the different types of cutters. And next one is the types of operations. Just I am showing last time cutters. In last class we discussed the cutter. These are the different type of cutters. Now we can go with help of operations. Planar slab milling type of. In this connection, we have two types of milling operations are there. First one is the upcut milling machine. Second one is the downcut milling. In upcut milling, so what will happening? Both workpiece and cutting tool both are revolved in opposite direction. Opposite direction. It will be moved at the same time. So maximum amount of material will be removed from the workpieces. That is the main thing in slab milling or plain type of milling. So in upcut milling, again then upcut milling and slab milling is nothing but, so we can call it as a maximum amount of work area to be contacted to the workpiece, to the cutting tool. So cutting tool and workpiece both are contacted maximum amount. At the same time, material will be removed from the workpieces. That is the main thing. So in second one, in upcut milling, up milling process, the feeding will be always opposite direction to the rotation of cutter. So cutter has the number of sharp edges will be provided, material will be removed. While in up milling, so traditional milling, we can call it as a conventional milling. And next one it is a it has a maximum amount of material will be removed from the workpieces, right? So these are the main. In down milling, so what will happen? Both are in same direction. In while starting of work, right, cutting force at cuts without thickness is maximum amount of material will be removed from the workpiece while starting till the end of the cutting process. Material will be removed in less amount of material. We can observe in fourth point, you can observe in third point. In this case, chip thickness is maximum at the beginning of the cut and a minimum at the end, right? So what are the advantages? Less amount of power consumption requirement to smoother machining surfaces, and next one is the higher feeds and feeds can be applied. So these are the up milling and down milling. Next one is the face milling. In last class we discussed about face milling. So maximum amount of material using for the machining of flat surfaces which is perpendicular to the axis of the milling cutter. Always it is a axis of the, for milling cutter is mounted on the stub or arbor. So it will be always cutters are placed on arbor unit, right? Depth of cut is adjusted by the cross feed is provided for the to adjusting how much amount of material to be need to be removed, how much amount of finishing, so which type of material we are using, each and everything controlled by the cross feed will be provided. Next one is the operation straddle milling, right? Next operation is straddle milling. You can observe here. So in middle one is the always both our cutters are placed on arbor unit. The gap will be maintained with help of collars. Spacious collars will be provided, right? Spacing collars will be provided. Collar is nothing but it is one of the one cylindrical component. It will be placed on in between the two types of two cutters. So in straddle milling, you can observe here, milling used for machining or removing more vertical or parallel surfaces simultaneously. Vertical and parallel surfaces, both cutters are placed in side by side. The gap will be maintained with help of spacing collars will be provided on arbor unit. So here both simultaneously, both vertical and as well as the parallel in two sides we can observe, we can material will be removed. In this operation, cutters are separated by the spacing collars. So straddle milling has many useful applications in machining. Parallel sort, equal depth of can be milled by the using of straddle milling, right? You can observe maximum amount of material will be removed in vertical direction and as well as the parallel direction, in bottom, horizontal and vertical at a time. The operation can be completed by at a time, but with help of same type of cutters will be provided, same amount of gap will be maintained in between the two cutting processes, right? That is the main thing in this correction. Next thing, next one, gang milling process. Next one is the gang milling. Almost straddle milling, it is also straddle milling. In between the spacing on always cutters are placed on arbor unit, but here also one of the in middle of two cutters provided, one more cutter also provided. Here three ways. Gang milling is the operation of machining several horizontal surfaces simultaneously by feeding of work against the cutters, while giving the feeding of workpiece to the cutters again. So what will happening in three ways, in by producing of keyways and next one slab milling. So slab milling is nothing but so maximum amount of area to be contacted, workpiece and at the same time cutter, both are contacted, maximum amount of material to be removed. Whenever specially required places we can observe. In gang milling, two or more cutters are mounted and adjusted by an arbor only. So adjusting purpose arbor will be provided. In straddle milling what will happen, spacing collars will be provided. Here is the slab milling tool will be provided for the again at a time to milling operation, so machining operation purpose. Next one is the angular type of milling. It is the operation of machining surfaces an angle other than the 90 degrees, right, to the cutter axis. So while whenever we need angle of cutting on workpieces, right, so we can use angular milling machine in milling operation. Angular milling, it is the operation of machining surfaces an angle over than the 90 degrees to the cutter axis. Always it can be placed as over the 90 degrees. It can be achieved by using of angular cutters in horizontal milling machine. In vertical milling machine, the cutter axis tilted to the machining angular surfaces, right? This is the, you can observe here also, figure also you can observe here. right? Cutters will be provided, so maximum amount of angular type of cutters will be provided. And next one, angular type of surfaces can be produced. Next one is the form milling operation. For form milling operation, it is also providing different type of two types of cutters will be provided. One is the convex shape, second one is the concave shape. So form milling to making a different, to making a shape. So which type of shape, how can you defining shape? Based on the cutter. Cutter have the some amount of shape will be provided, same amount of cutting action will be followed on work pieces. So that is the main thing. So that is the main thing for the form milling. You can observe here, form milling, it is the operation of machining different contours by using using form cutter with a profile coinciding shapes of the contour. In contour may be convex, concave or irregular shape contours produced by form cutters may be checked with the its help of template. So with help of template also we can use for the checking of correct in sizes or not will be provided. Next one is the profile milling. So same shape of component will be provided in left side, in right side which type of tracer will be provided in left side. So what will happen, same amount of shape can be so it is always utilizing for the in different intricately otherwise complicated shapes, uneven sizes of shapes. Whenever we need to produce already manufactured component is provided, it will be provided at a tracer point. So template is provided in right side, same template type of cutter will be locked at other side. So it will be rotated in same as is the. So while in school days we are used stencils like A, B, C, D, we are write in compass box, in top bottom of compass box will be provided. Like here also we can call it as a template. So A, B, C, D is which type of provided it is arrangement, we can call it as a template. So while we writing on A, in the gaps between gaps, so it will be maximally same amount of provided, same amount of A shape will be provided. Here also just like same as to the it is also same process. See which type of template is provided, and other side same type of workpiece also workpiece also produced, right? It is the operation of machining complication shape with the help of template and a tracer controlled machine. The end mill cutter is mostly used profile machining. The cutter reproduced the outline of a template on workpieces, right? This is the process. We can observe is a table feed also provided, so it is also provided. Next one is the end mill cutter. So end milling cutter is the milling operation machining horizontal and vertical surfaces by using end mill, right? The operation used to perform vertical milling missions. So end milling is also used for the vertical type of milling mission. You can use for the producing of horizontal and vertical shape of vertical type of work pieces also we can produce, right? Next one is the saw milling, right? Next one is the saw milling. Saw means like sawing operation for cutting of, otherwise parting of. So we need to cut the any type of material with help of saw milling. So it is a saw milling. Saw milling is slitting is the process of machining of narrow slots, grooves, workpieces by using saw milling or cutter. So cutter will be provided, the thin shape cutter will be provided for the to manufacturing of products, right? While whenever we need cutting operation, so we can be used with help of saw milling. It is also used for the cutting of operation of cutter. Said directly cover the T slots that will not damage the workpiece, work and table, right? These are the main content for the slitting. Finally, what is the main operation of saw milling? Saw milling is using for the cutting purpose only, right? Next one is the next operation is the keyway milling, right? Keyway milling is a milling and slotting operation for cutting keyways, and slotting can be performed on milling machine with specially designed cutters, right? Specially designed cutters. T slots can be made with the help of T slot. For making of T slot, the plain a slot is made, and then T slot cutter is introduced into the slot to produce this T shape. You can observe T shape cutter also provided. You can observe, right? Next one is the gear cutting. Gear cutting is the cutting operation performed on milling machines producing spur gears, helical gears with the help of relieved cutters. Right, same type of profiles can be produced with help of cutter. The gear cutting operation involves indexing the gear blank. Indexing is the process of dividing the equal number of divisions of workpiece. That is the main thing. Next one is the flute milling operation. Flute milling operation of cutting of grooves of flute around the cylindrical workpiece. So while flute type of helical grooves we can produce, the term helical milling is referred to the cutting of helical flutes or grooves around cylindrical or conical workpieces. The helical milling is adapted for producing helical gears, helical grooves over drill, shank and reamers. Right? These are the next one is a cam milling operation. It is operation of cam. Right? Cam profiles on milling machine by using dividing head and vertical milling. So whenever we need to producing cam type of operations, we need to change the direction of motion of tool or spindle. So we need to attach the vertical attachment or utilizing for the to manufacturing of gears, right? In order to cutting up with the vertical attachment so that the axis of blank and mill. So both are in contacted in to producing of many number of. The movement of blank is controlled by the dividing head, which gives the feed will be giving to the table. Right, this is the main thing. Next one is the summary. Different we observed that different type of milling cutters, and next as well as milling operations also. This is the in class. Next class we discuss about other type of processes.
Good morning to everyone. My name is K. Suresh, working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic. Government Polytechnic in Mechanical Engineering Department. Today we discuss about what are the methods of gear making methods. Again, what is gear milling and what is gear planning. So before we need to know what is gear first of all. Already you know, but once again I am repeating what is gear. Gear is one of the tool, right, which is used to transmit the motion from one shaft to another shaft without any losses. Right, it is the easiest way to transferring movement. So maximum amount of utilizing process in outside, completely they are using in only method of gear transfers. Gears are maximally utilizing in many ways. Many ways means like vehicles and missions, any area like lost in watches. So at the same time toys, children toys. So there are vehicles also provided. So different type of gears are using. Finally the function will be the same for each and everything, every gear. So what was that? To transmit the motion from one source to another source. So that is the main motto, right? Then next coming to the what are the methods. Different gear making methods are there in manufacturing process. In relative to our subject, there are number of methods are there. So one is the process is the machining process is there. One process is the stamping process is there. One process is there powder metallurgy is there. One is cutting processes. There are the different type of gears manufacturing process are there. So in that, so powder metallurgy also, in casting process metals will be gears will be produced with help of copper and drag methods. So it is easiest way to manufacturing. Heavy large size of gears are
any identical shapes also we can produce. So present in gears also we can produce with help of metallurgical processes. Alright, next one is the stamping processes. Stamping process means plastic type of gears, plastic or toys gears. uh, Places as toys gears, like which type of gears? In toys, plastic gears, children toys gears. In cars, small type of toys, they are using the gears. And wrist watches, we can observe in watches also, gears also using. Observe, whenever removing and opening of any watch, we know the number of gears are provided, but they're in size, in tiny size, very small in sizes processor. Right, these are the methods of gear, methods are there. Finally, what is the main function for that? To transmit the motion from one shaft to another shaft. That is the main thing, right? Then next one, next gear milling process. So present we are discussing about gear manufacturing methods are there. So the in that first one is the gear milling method and gear planing method. These are using only in milling machine. Milling machine is one of the versatile performer to producing of nearly 14 types of operations can be performed with help of gears, while attaching the some amount of attachments to transmit the motion one way to another way, to converting to utilizing more number of way. Right, that is the main thing. So here we discuss the gear milling method. Right, then coming to the gear machining process. What is the main? We can observe how many methods are there. Right, easiest way to know that. So that is the main thing. So just one second. At gear machining process, extensively used method for producing of accurate gears. The methods, next, various methods for gear making by classified as following. These are the methods: in milling method and template method, and next one is the generating method. These three methods are using for the to manufacturing or to machining of gears. Another, before one of the round circular, while before manufacturing of any gear, it is a one of the round circular object. We need to cut the number of teeth in equally periphery, right, because of to matching the another gear. So that is the method. So these three also you making on machining process only. Right, machining means to removing the excess material from the workpiece. That is the method of manufacturing of gear. Right, so first one is the various methods for used for these are the three methods. So once you can write on your notebook also. Right, milling method, template method and generating method. These three methods are there. Right, first one is the milling method. You can observe, usually employed for spur gear. Right, milling method, by using universal indexing, every type of gear cut can be used. Already you know, indexing is the dividing equal number of divisions by using universal indexing method, you know already. So that is the method of manufacturing of gear in milling method. Next one is the cutter. So here also cutter is the most important thing. So which type of cutter? It is a end mill. It is also disc type of milling. It means round circular object. One round circular empty object is connected to the one more round circular object. It is a cutter. To be both are contacted and material will be removed in machining process. Right, that is the main thing. Right, the cutter is mounted on the spindle for both horizontal and vertical milling rotates. Right, this is the main method for manufacturing of gear. Both horizontal and vertical machines and rotates at a time. So these are the two machines are using for the methods. This is the gear milling method. Observe machining method. So first one is the bottom one is the gear. It means gear blank. Second one is the top one is the, it is a cutter. So with help of cutting tool, so we can cutting the gear teeths by one each other. So this is the method. The work is mounted on table, reciprocates under cutter. Right, so once the cutter finishes the tooth profile, so total tooth profile, it will be the tooth indexed to the next position. So once cutting of total number of teeth on workpiece, it will be goes to the next to the index to the next position. That is the main thing, right? We can observe gear milling method. First one is the involute cutter. So middle one is the mandrel. So mandrel means nothing but one of the long shaft. So we can place the blank on work pieces. So to why, what is the main purpose for to placing on mandrel means to revolving while continuously some amount of forces will be developed at cutter. So to forces will be absorbed by the mandrel. And next one is the gear blank. So total round circular object is the blank one, first one. Then top one is the involute cutter for cutting of teeth of gear. Cutting of teeth of gear. So that is the main thing. So we are producing gears. That is the main thing. Then next one, this process is employed for coarse pitch gears, rack of all pitches, worms and sprockets. This method is using for the employed for coarse pitches. So heavy amount of cutting and rocks and roll, right, pitches, right, worms and sprockets also using. Then necessary to have tool with a specific profile for each gear with different to gear terminology. While utilizing a gear terminal means which type of gear using. Actually we have number of types of gears are there. Sparker gear, helical gear, involute gear. So there are number of gears are there, already. So each and every gear cutting is the different process. So spur gear cutting have the some different type of tools, and helical gear cutting tools we have separate type of tools are using. So that is a necessary to have tool specific profile for each gear. So for each and every gear within a different gear terminology, based on the gear terminology basis we can cut the material. So one more with a fly cutter. Fly cutter means it's a consisting of only single tool. Teeth will be, workpiece will be held on machine. Then next one, each and every tooth will be cutted by with help of single point cutting tool. Fly cutter means it's a cutting a single tool. It is a providing of single tool is provided. So that is the main thing, right? So this is the process. Next one is the in milling meter. What are the advantages are there, right? All types of gears can be cut. That is spur, helical, worm, bevel, etc. So all types of gears all we can cut by the with the help of milling method, milling machine. So which type of milling machine is secondary. So always we can't use the same type of milling machine while working process. So different type of milling machines are using for the producing. So that's why all types of gears availability. So which type of gears availability, we are generally present using this type of gears. That is a spur gear and helical gear, worm wheel and bevel gears, etc. So for spur gear is the always while placing the cutting tool on base, the teeth will be provided in right angle. It means a 90 degrees angle. So helical gear consisting the angle of teeth is the 45 degrees to 56 degrees in. So that much amount of angle of teeth will be produced. Next one is the worm and worm wheel gears will be provided, just like two types of gears measures with easily. Next one is the bevel gears. Bevel gears also using in vehicle differential. So while using in vehicle, differential is the one of the main part in the vehicle. So in that bevel gears are we can use. Then next employed for roughing and finishing operations, and fine surface finishing also can be obtained while machining of gears. Each and every teeth, each and every cutting pass, some amount of rough finishing will be provided. So that is the main thing. So now it's going to the roughing and finishing, both operations, roughing and finishing. And fine finishing can be obtained. Fine finishing means accurate sizes, very super fine finishing. Finishing is perfectly, maximum perfectly, so utilizing purpose. That is the main thing, right? This is the milling method. We can observe worm and worm wheel milling methods. In milling methods, which type of gear using in milling a worm. Next, what are the disadvantages, right? So it is not a production process. Production process means Production process means continuation manufacturing process. It means within short period we can't produce the maximum amount of gears. So continuation process, within short period we need to produce the maximum amount of production in production controls. But the gear cutting is the some disadvantage in milling. It is not a production process. Production process means it will be taking less maximum time to finish each and every gear. So each and every gear we need to cut the each and every teeth continuously. Machining time is long as separately each teeth to be produced. So we can observe here also machining time is long as a separately each teeth to be produced. So each and every tooth to be concentrated, and each and on each and every tooth we can be cut the each and every tooth, and moreover we need compulsory so which type of only the maximum amount of finishing also most important thing. Next one is the template method process. We can observe to form the tool is controlled by template which guides a reciprocal tool. It means one more tool already we have a provided. Template means already one gear already manufactured. It will be placed on tool placing area. So tool will be run sides by over by the already manufactured tool, right? Where it is already manufactured gear is provided, it will be rotated by with help of guiding by the already manufactured tool, right? The tool is bottom surface, one more blank is provided, so directly we can place on like just best example is the compass box stencil. While writing of A, B, C, D, already used in school time. So that is the main thing. So while writing an A, so finally the template will be formed just like carbon type of arrangement, right? That is a tool similar to cutting tool, shaper tool. So this method carried out using gear planer, right? Gear planer using the template method. Next, this method is slow and only spur gears and bevel gears large size can be cut. So it is the template method is using for this method is slow and only spur gears and bevel gears of large size can be cut. So small size to up to large size of gears also we can produce with help of template. So not used widely at present. So because of already we need one more already manufactured gear. So that is the presently this is so not using regularly, right? This is the method. Next one is the generating method, right? In this process gear teeth are formed as a result of certain relative notions between gear blank and cutter. So gear generating method, some amount of notion, some amount of will be already provided based on the principle of law of gears. That to any two involved gears same piece will be meshed together. So already law of gears already studied. So they will run side by side parallelly by each other. That any two involved gears of same pitch will mesh together. So we can observe in figure generating process. One gear is made as acting as a cutter and a given reciprocating motion in a shaper in shaping machine. So while where we use the cutter in shaping machine, we can place the one gear is made of cutter acting as a given reciprocating motion. It means it revolves in continuously 360 degrees, and next one it is one of the cutter. So it is capable can cut the into the gear blank and generate conjugate tooth form. So which type of tooth gears are provided? So the type of gears are already provided on tooth of cutter, right? It while meshing of both blank and gear in shaping machine, so both are contacted and same one is the manufacturing, same as the manufacturing in same way. So which type of conjugate tooths, wait, which type of tooth, either spiral, either helical, either bevel, so which type of gear are using, same type of conjugate tooths will be formed by the with generating the relative coordinates, the rolling motion to the cutter and blank require. So we need the relative motion between the cutter and the blank, both are we need to cut in same way. So how we are same means same motion, so relative motion will be the same because of while run the heavy amount of speed, while and one more will be run the less amount of speed. So finally what we have, both are not contacted. If contacted, the blank cutting will be not happen, so it will be just machining operation will be performed on that. This you can observe here also. Generating principle is applied three ways. One with planing, with involute rack and pinion. Rack and pinion gear mechanism already you know, right? So one with, these are the three ways is there, right? One is the rack and pinion method, second one is the reciprocating pinion cutter, and third one is the hop cutter. Hop tool is second one is the reciprocating pinion. Pinion means one large gear. Pinion is the one of the small gear using for the to cutting purpose. Third one is a hop cutter. Hop is nothing but one of the manufacturing process of gear. Hopping tool is separate provided for the to manufacturing of gears, right? So first one is the gear planing method used for generating of external gears, right? Consisting of true involute rack which reciprocating the face of the blank correct relation with the longitudinal movement of the cutter. We can observe in figure only, right? Here you can observe rack and pinion. Rack is the long length of, pinion is the round circular object. Both are contacted each one by one. One is acting as a cutter. So rack is the rack is the one of the cutter. Teeth will be formed on pinion. Pinion means which is revolving in front of, which is revolving in front of our slide. So that is the pinion. So it's a need compulsory blank. So blank will be rotated with help of cutter. So easiest way to run continuously to manufacturing. Next one is the gear planing method. Initially cutter fed into the full depth with blank stationary cutter reciprocators. So pinion cutter is provided. So initially cutter is fed into the full depth. So total depth will be formed stationary cutter reciprocators. Blank reciprocates and cutter feeds longitudinally generate involute shapes also we can produce, right? This is the gear planing method. Gear blank is the round circular object. Rack cutter is provided while running, easiest way to cut the material, right? It will be provided. Next one is the gear planing. After completing two teeth cutter with the index to the starting position, blank is indexed to the cycle is repeated. So continuously blank after completion cycle is continuously reported. Next class video, in this class we discussed about different gear machining methods, right? And next one gear milling methods and gear planing method. These are the methods of gear manufacturing, and one more method is provided. It's we can discuss in next class. So in this frequently asked question, what is gear machining, right? Explain any gear methods, right? List out generating methods principles. So describe the gear planing methods in detailed, right? This is the main thing.